What's going on, friends and subscribers? Boy, do I have some information for you this week. Sorry I missed you on Tuesday. It's been a crazy week. And once again, the roller coaster ride, the Texas two-step. The water is falling, the water goes up, the water is falling. The temperatures go up, the temperatures come down. It was 44 degrees this morning, 46 yesterday. It's crazy. I mean, somebody at breakfast this morning made a joke. And it wasn't a joke, but they were joking about it. They said, man, we had 86 degrees in February, and now we're having 44 degrees and 60-degree highs in April. What's up? But anyways, that's what we call the Texas two-step right here on the world-famous Lake Fork. Welcome to McFarland's Corner. I'm Mike McFarland, the Lake Fork fishing guide and owner of McFarland Fishing. Before we give you a little public report for this week and get you ready for the Mega Bass, one of the biggest, highest paid out amateur tournaments in the world, I want to give a big shout out to my headline sponsors. J. Hodge Chevrolet, right out of Silver Springs. Actually, J. Hodge has dealerships in Arkansas, Oklahoma. Big deal. J. Hodge Chevrolet, love those guys. Big shout out to them and my friends at J. Hodge Chevrolet. Texas Insider Fishing Report and the Florida Insider Fishing Report with Bree Gabrielle, Dave Farrell, and world famous Captain Rick Murphy. The show is now airing. Tonight will be the first show, I think tonight or tomorrow, Friday night. The first show, and the shows air, give me a second here, covering all of the state of Texas, including the coast. There's 6 fishing guides for Texas Insider Fishing Report. We do the 3 coast, lower coast, middle coast, upper coast, and then we do Texas itself. Lower region, middle region, upper region. I am the captain guide for the upper region. And I just want to tell you the channels that you can watch it on. And this year you can see the show on Bally Sports Southwest and Space City Home Network, which was formerly the AT&T Sports Net. Okay, that's where the shows are going to air. We've officially filmed our first show, and tomorrow night, I believe, is the first airing. So it went really good. Show went well. But those are the 2 big headlines. When we got so many other sponsors, a new banner being made. I think we're over 30 sponsors, and the support for the rundowns and McFarland's Corner is unbelievable. We're so grateful for it. Thanks to all that do that. Fish-wise, Lake Fork, this is a public report for bass fishing, and I give you a little bit of crappie information. Remember that this public report is a basic report, all right? If you want the juice, meaning the real deal, you want more information, detailed information, spot-to-spot locations, colors, techniques. For the Mega Bass, for example, I can tell you, you need to subscribe to my members-only channel. It's $4.99 a month. That's it. $4.99. You get 8 reports, but the reports are so much more detailed. We're over 360 members subscribed now. They all love it. The comments are unbelievable. The appreciation for how much I actually give, I spill my guts. So if you're happy with this report and it kicks you off and gets you enough, great. If you're chomping at the bit for more information, then subscribe to my members only channel. It's real simple. Look in the description below the video and click on members link and follow the procedures to subscribe. If you're struggling, then you might have to go to my The Lake Fork Guide homepage on YouTube to actually join. Okay, remember that. The homepage, The Lake Fork Guide homepage on YouTube, that's where you can actually do the joining if you're struggling with everything else. All right, let's talk fishing. Monday, 403.17, the lake was falling. Fishing was a little tough. Slow. 403.22, the lake began to rise with Monday night's rain. On Tuesday, we crushed them. There was an absolute awesome pattern in super shallow water. Boom, we flip-flop. By Wednesday, 403.12, they're dropping again. Gates are open. By today, 403.04, they're dropping again. So here's the thing. There are bedfish. There are shallow fish that will chase swim jigs, frogs, some shallow techniques like sinkos, weightless flukes. There are some patterns on the points, secondaries and main lake points, but because of these conditions, up, down, it's very irregular, extremely irregular. For example, bed fishing. Okay, the last 2 days, I've had to look at hundreds of empty nests. For every 100 nests, I would find a fish. So you got to cover a lot of water. Morning time, everything's empty. Afternoon, here's a little public information. Some afternoon, you see more. So the gist of really what I call that is the Texas two-step. We're two-stepping. When we have a 44-degree morning, don't fish shallow. Fish a little deeper. When the day progresses and works up, go a little more back to the shallows. It's been a struggle, but 62 to 64 is the main core temperature. You're going to find some warmer water in the backwaters. Be careful because some waters have zero visibility. I went to the back of the creek this morning. The mouth was great. Halfway back was pretty good. Started to get dirty. When I got to the very back, it was chocolate. It was chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. Zero visibility, maybe 1 inch, 2 inches. So there are some places in the main lake, for example, that are probably even better than 1 foot, maybe 1 to 2 foot. I think the more south that you go, the better the clarity. Mid-lake, not bad. The more north and backs of the pockets, the farther back in the drains and creeks that you get, the dirtier the water goes. There's a few secrets about that. Certain creeks and drains get dirty and certain ones don't. If you want that information, which is critical for bed fishing, clear water so you can see, subscribe to our members only, because I'm going to share those locations here in just a minute. Are the best areas to be able to find bedfish on Lake Fork right now. I believe the megabass is going to be one with somebody catching the double-digit fish off of the bed. I don't think it's going to happen early in the morning. We can potentially have cloud cover and rain potentially on Sunday. But I do believe that it's still going to be something to do with bed fishing, and or they knew where the fish was, they saw the fish in practice, and fished that area blindly and caught the big fish that way. So over the next couple of days, you need to be searching. Saturday, you need to search them out. Don't fish for them, find them. Okay, very important. Cool, some more information I want to share with you for the future. I did see a lot of fry today. Balls of healthy fry, some really nice compact balls of healthy fry, which means post-spawn fish are coming soon. Post-spawn bite can start to happen very, very soon. Secondary points, main lake points, top waters, jigs, Carolina rigs, things like that can come into play for those post-spawn fish. They pull back out, and then sometimes once they've recovered, they will move back in. But just remember, once we finish the spawn, then the fish don't have reproduction on their mind any longer. They're eating, they're feeding a lot more. And that changes the whole aspect of the game. So again, fishing is the past few days, because of the dropping water, it's been pretty tough, and wind. Yesterday was high wind. Today was beautiful. I believe tomorrow the weather's going to be beautiful. Next couple of days are beautiful. You should be able to go out there and catch some fish. Always remember this: if you're really struggling to catch fish on Fork, most likely so is everybody else. So if you're in this big tournament and you're struggling, stay with it. That's my best advice. Besides subscribing to the members only channel, which has more information. And again, today, for example, the last 2 days, there was something specific that you had to do to catch fish. Yesterday, I had a good day with the father and son. We did catch some fish, some nice fish. And I want to share that with you right now, but I want to get you to come over to the members only channel. Even if you just subscribe for 1 month and unsubscribe. Check it out. I know you'll be happy. All right, let's get you the crappie information. Jackie Wiggins. My favorite guy by far on Lake Fork, for the fact that he just works so incredibly hard, not just to get some fish, not to send you home with some fish, to fill that limit. I don't know any other guide out there that works any harder. In fact, there are a lot of great crappie guides, both skills and how hard they work on Lake Fork. But to me, this is cream of the crop. So Jackie gives me a great report every week for the Texas Inside Fishing Report and for you guys. And here it is. Crappie fishing is heating up like the water temperatures. Lots of big fish and numbers showing up on timber in 8 to 14 feet. Seen some shallow fish in less than 4 feet as well. We should see spawning fish in this pattern over the next month. Some fish can be found on brush piles and laydowns. Bridges are holding in few new fish and are worth checking out. Covering water and checking multiple patterns works out on this time of year with big changes in the weather. exactly like the bass. Multiple different patterns. Minnows are always good, but soft plastics also get you bit. And then if they get finicky, you know, small hand-tied jigs are working well. Minnows are always good. Soft plastics can work, but if they get finicky, then you can always put a minnow on your soft plastic or a minnow trailer to tip the hand-tied with the minnow, and that can actually help you fill that limit and fill that freezer with them yummy fillets of fish. Catfish. Sometimes Jackie gives catfish if you want catfish. Catfish bites really good right now around the roosting trees, 12 to 20 feet, meaning where the cormorants roost. The cormorant poops, and half that poop is undigested fish, so the catfish and the brim and everybody like to eat there. If you'll bait those holes with cattle cubes or sour grain, you'll keep the catfish there longer. So the birds roost in the evening all night, and they fly off in the morning. So number one, you need to locate those trees, know where the trees are. But during the day, if you want to fish, 10, 12 in the morning when it's real nice, there's no birds there pooping, so the catfish are gone. If you want to keep the catfish there, bait the tree where you know there was roosting birds with cattle cubes or sour grain, and that'll keep them there. That'll keep them there all day. And then save your money. Don't use night crawlers or high expensive type stuff. All you got to do is have little cut bait, some cut meat, catch some shad with a throw net, and or just a tub catfish bait. That will work just fine. Okay. Here's another thing I want to share with you about the members only channel. One more time, I know I'm soliciting you, but you need to come over to the members only channel, because not only for the mega bass do I spill my guts, not only all year long do I spill my guts in the members only channel about Lake Fort, but I have 5 other guides who give us the information for Lake Lavon, Lake Hubbard, Palestine, Tawakoni, Possum Kingdom, Athens, and more. Lots more information, valuable information to you, the weekend fisherman that's looking for the best bite possible. Members only channel. Subscribe now. I'm Mike McFarland, the Lake Fork Guide, wishing you all great fishing and a super safe mega bass weekend.